In this video, we are going to see about some Fourier transform pair for standard signals and also the properties of this Fourier transform. And this will help you to prepare the competitive examinations. We just see the Fourier transform pair alone. We are not going to derive any. We are not going to see explanation about this transform pair. We just study about the Fourier transform pair for each standard signals. So first one is impulse function, that is del of t. So the Fourier transform of this del of t, that is equal to 1. So the Fourier transform of del function del of t, that is equal to 1. Similarly, single-sided real exponential function, that is e to the power minus at into u of t. So e to the power minus at into u of t, the Fourier transform here is 1 divided by a plus j omega. And here this is minus means this is plus. Similarly, e power plus at, we will get 1 by a minus j omega. So you can memorize any one of the transform pair. Similarly, if you consider the same signal, the Laplace transform is for j omega, you replace this j omega by s. So the Laplace transform of this signal is 1 by a plus s. Again, this e power minus at means this is a plus j omega. E power plus at means this is become 1 divided by a minus j omega. And this is single-sided real exponential function. Similarly, the double-sided real exponential function, that is e power minus a modulus of this t. The Fourier transform pair here is 2a divided by a square plus omega square. And this is for double-sided real exponential function. E to the power minus a mod t, that is equal to 2a divided by a square plus omega square. And next one is complex exponential function, that is e to the power j omega naught t. And this is complex exponential function e power j omega naught t. So the Fourier transform pair here is 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught, shifted by this amount. So the Fourier transform pair here is 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught. So we studied this is single-sided real exponential, that is equal to 1 by a plus j omega. Double-sided real exponential, that is equal to 2a divided by a square plus omega square. And complex exponential function, that is j omega naught t, j representing this complex exponential function, we will get 2 pi del omega minus omega naught. And constant amplitude. Any constant amplitude, the Fourier transform pair for this constant amplitude is 2 pi del of omega. 2 pi del of omega. So the Fourier transform of constant amplitude is 2 pi del of omega. Next, standard signal, signum function, that is equal, the Fourier transform for this signum function is 2 divided by j omega. The Fourier transform of signum function, that is equal to 2 divided by j omega. And unit step function u of t. So the Fourier transform of this u of t, that is equal to pi del of omega plus 1 by j omega. That is pi del of omega plus 1 by j omega. That is also similarly equal to 1 by j omega. So in Laplace transform, the unit step function, Laplace transform of this unit step function, that is equal to 1 by s. Here this is 1 by j omega. And rectangular pulse, that is pi t pi tau, or ret t divided by tau. The Fourier transform of this function, this signal is dou sinc omega dou by 2. Dou sinc omega tau by 2. So this is in my previous year GATE and other competitive examination, they asked this question many times. So the Fourier transform of rectangular pulse, that is equal to tau sinc omega tau divided by 2. So the signum function, that is 2 by j omega, unit step function, that is 1 by j omega, and rectangular pulse, that is tau sinc omega tau by 2. Similarly, next one is triangular pulse. So this is triangular pulse. So the Fourier transform pair here is tau by 2 sinc square omega tau divided by 4. So for rectangular, this is tau by 2 sinc square omega tau by 4. And similarly for cosine wave and sine wave. So for cosine wave, cos omega naught t, the Fourier transform is pi of del omega plus omega naught plus omega del of omega minus omega naught. Similarly for sine wave, that is equal to minus j pi into del of omega minus omega naught minus del of omega plus omega naught. And this is for cosine wave and sine wave. Next one is properties of continuous time Fourier transform. So first property is linearity property. So this property states that the multiplication of any constant with this signal and adding this two different signal multiplied with one constant value means the Fourier transform pair also multiplied with that constant. So that is a x1 of t plus b x2 of t, and a b are constant, and a x1 of t plus b x2 of t. The Fourier transform also become a x1 of omega plus b x2 of omega. If the signal satisfies this condition, that is known as linear system. So this is the property, linear property, that is known as a x1 of t plus b x2 of t. The Fourier transform also we will get a x1 of omega plus b x2 of omega. And next one is time shifting property. So the signal is shifted by particular time period, that is t naught mean the Fourier transform become this Fourier transform of this signal multiplied with e power minus j omega t naught. This is omega t naught. So this is known as time shifting property, and you can expect question using from this properties also. So this is very important topic. So time shifting property, if the time is shifted by some particular time period, the Fourier transform is multiplied with e power minus j omega t naught. So this is known as time shifting property. Similarly, frequency shifting property. So in frequency domain, the signal is shifted by some frequency amount. The signal is multiplied with e power j omega naught t. Similar to this time shifting property, here time is t naught, and here this is frequency shifting. So we consider the frequency. Here omega naught means this is minus mean. The signal is multiplied with e power j omega naught t. Similarly, the signal is added here means, frequency is added here means the signal is multiplied with e power minus j omega naught t. Okay, so this is known as frequency shifting property. So next one is time reversal property. So time reversal property, that is x of minus t. So the Fourier transform of also we will get x of minus omega. So this is known as time reversal property. Next one is time scaling property, and also this one is very important. We can expect question. So the signal is added with scaled with the time period, that is x of at. The Fourier transform become 1 by modulus a into x of omega by a. So x of at, that is equal to, the Fourier transform is equal to 1 divided by modulus a into x of omega by a. So this is known as time scaling property. Next property is differentiation in time domain property. So the differentiation in time domain, that is differentiation of the signal, differentiation of x of t, we will get as j omega into x of omega in frequency domain. Okay, so the differentiation in time domain, we will get the Fourier transform as j omega into x of omega, and this is known as differentiation in time domain property. So differentiation in frequency domain property, so we differentiate this, that is j, the differentiation of this Fourier transform x of omega, we will get t into x of t. So we will get t into x of t in time domain. So this is a differentiation in frequency domain property. And next property, time integration property. So the signal is integrated over the time period. The Fourier transform become 1 by j omega into x of omega. And we know the differentiation in time domain, that is known as j omega into x of omega. Similarly, the integration we will get 1 by j omega into x of omega. So this is the difference between differentiation and integration, differentiation and time integration here. Similarly, the convolution property, convoluting two signal in time domain, that is equal to the multiplication in frequency domain of that frequency Fourier transform signal, that is x1 of t convoluted with x2 of t. The Fourier transform is x1 of omega into x2 of omega. Similarly, the multiplication property, multiplication of two signal in time domain. So the frequency domain is 1 divided by 2 pi and convolution of this x1 of omega and x2 of omega, that is 1 by 2 pi x1 of omega convolution x2 of omega. And these are the very important properties of Fourier transform, and you can expect question from this properties and also the standard Fourier transform pair. So you better you memorize all these points. You can get a very good marks in competitive examination, and this comes under signal processing unit.